Welcome to the Vegan Menopause Podcast. My name is Anna Peltzer. I am a menopause coach, a meditation instructor, and I'm here to talk about how to navigate perimenopause holistically from a vegan perspective, using meditation, mindset, and nutrition tips to help you have the best possible experience with menopause. Hi everyone. In this episode, I would like to address a common question, which is how to tell if you are in menopause. When we talk about going through menopause, we usually mean perimenopause, which is the time before menopause where we might experience different symptoms as the estrogen levels decrease, and you reach menopause on the 1-year anniversary of not having any menstrual periods. This is known as natural menopause. So you can only know when you've hit menopause after that happens. And after that 1-year mark, you are officially post-menopause. You can also go through medical menopause, and that would be if you have a surgery to remove the ovaries, or a hysterectomy can trigger menopause, as can chemotherapy or radiation. So some things to help you know if you are in menopause. Your age. Natural menopause usually happens between the ages of 40 to 56, but the average is 51. And before age 45 is considered early menopause. You can go through menopause earlier for other reasons, as I've mentioned, like medical menopause. There is also primary ovarian insufficiency, and that can occur much earlier. Or things like overexercising and eating disorders can also cause an early menopause. So perimenopause, the stage before the 1 year with no menstrual cycles, can last many years, and that is the stage where estrogen is fluctuating downward. That can cause certain symptoms, and the symptoms are not going to be the same for everyone. You won't necessarily experience all of these, but I will go over some of the more common ones. So some of the symptoms that can tell you if you are in perimenopause could be changes to your cycle. They can be lighter or heavier, and usually they will start to get closer together and become unpredictable, and eventually they can get quite far apart, even months apart, before the 1-year mark with no cycles. You could even start to notice small changes to your cycle 10 years before menopause. While unpredictable cycles in perimenopause are normal, some people also just notice one day that they haven't had a cycle in quite a while, which would also be normal. However, 90% of women do go through some sort of changes to their periods before menopause. Mood changes. This could be something you've never experienced before, but suddenly you may start feeling anxious or depressed or become irritable and don't know why. Our moods are highly sensitive to hormonal changes. Estrogen can work as an antidepressant, so as estrogen decreases, we can feel mood changes. Another symptom is sudden difficulty concentrating. Some parts of the brain that handle attention are also affected by actions of estrogen. You might feel more heat, hot flashes, or night sweats. Apparently, up to 85% of women may experience them at some point in their lives. They may start off fairly minor early in perimenopause and become more intense later on. Changes to your sleep. So you may have always had a good night's sleep before, and suddenly you're lying awake in the night staring at the ceiling. As we age, our sleep cycles change, and we may wake up in the night more often or just earlier. Weight gain, especially around the middle. There can be a shift in our fat distribution, as well as metabolic changes, and food cravings may be more comfort foods. Urinary changes. Maybe you need to urinate more often or start having frequent urinary tract infections. You might wake up in the night more often to empty your bladder, or you could start experiencing some incontinence. And there may also be loss of libido or decreased interest in sex from hormonal changes. You could suddenly start having pain in your joints or in your back, which could also be from your movement patterns over the years, or if you've worn high heels, for example, or from decreased activity, which would stiffen up the joints. And headaches, there is a link between estrogen and migraines. So to summarize these symptoms again, for you to tell if you might be in perimenopause. Number 1, changes to your cycle. Number 2, mood changes. Number 3, more heat, hot flashes, or night sweats. Number 4, sleep changes. Number 5, weight gain. Number 6, urinary changes. Number 7, decreased libido. And number 8, joint pain or headaches. And these symptoms can be quite unpredictable because your energy levels, mood, appetite, and pain can fluctuate day to day. So if you're experiencing a lot of these symptoms, or if they're quite severe, you are likely in the stage of perimenopause. And just to also note that post-menopause, there are still some hormonal fluctuations, and some symptoms may still go on for a couple of years after. So why menopause coaching can be helpful? If we work on things like reducing your stress, improving your diet, or moving your body more, as well as mindset and things like sleep habits, these factors can help you have a better experience with your transition to menopause. If you would like to discuss this, you can book a 30-minute menopause empowerment call with me. I would love to help you get more clarity and improve your experience with menopause. I'll leave a link in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening.